Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 25th, 2022. This is for Taurus last shuffle. Well, let me see what that is. Okay, we have the vast universe that was popping up a little and gives us a little idea. But deception and dark thoughts, you may really be deep in your thoughts about something, some deception, well, something that was said very impulsively. So here's the thing, Taurus, okay, that one's come out. Someone may come towards you with a lot of authority and be like, I know this or that. But it may be impulsive. Like it comes, you know what I mean? Like how you guys could be talking about sandwiches and they're like, speaking of sandwiches, I saw your person eating a sandwich with this person, you know, kind of thing. And they'll say it with such authority. You know, it looked like the way they bit into that sandwich that was intimate, you know, kind of thing. It could be something like that. It's like something they say very impulsively. So it won't be like, it won't be like something that's, hey, I've got something to talk to you about or anything like that. It'll just come out. And the deception, justice, and empress, whatever this is, they're telling you that it's almost like they're saying it was meant to happen. And I really can't stand when stuff like that happens because honestly, toxicity is not meant for anyone, abuse or anything like that. Not that I'm saying abuse, but I'm just saying in general, none of that is really part of anyone's plan. That's a choice someone makes to be toxic. And what spirit does is just transmutes it for you. And they make it beneficial for you. Like they use it to turn your wheel and turn you back onto your path. Because all the toxicity does and toxic people do is steer you off your path. There's no point for it, really. But spirit just uses it to turn you back around. So like maybe you're all going off a path with someone and then they do some dirty crap like deceive you in some way. You know, they're getting attention from others. They may they're manipulative, right? They may say they have more than they really have. And then it's too late. You've already deviated from your path. Well, spirit uses that deception to steer you, to get you riled up enough to get back on the other way, or they just give you like a detour. And so this is what this looks like. It just looks like somehow, some way you were deceived by someone. You have Taurus here, you have Aries, you have Libra. It could be any of those signs or none at all. But it just looks like it was like, I almost feel as though people gravitate towards you, right? But they're manipulative and they felt like they could get their way out of you by showering you with attention. They may have been trying to flatter you into deception kind of thing. And the thing is that they were telling the truth. The truth is everything they said about you was true. Like the positive stuff was true, but they were using it for their own justification, their own means, to manipulate you, to have you in a corner. Like, since you are so awesome and it's true, everything they say, you're attractive, you may have a lot of assets. Well, you're the wand that they needed to do what they needed to do. You know, and they recognize the strength in you. But the thing is that what they did not really recognize is that you were bigger than whatever the heck they were trying to do. So it's almost like they were appealing to the side of you that is the truth. You felt the truth in what they were saying, but they were lesser than you. These people or this person, lesser. No one's better than the next, but if you're talking about vibrational energy, low vibrational energy will never match high vibrational energy, period. And you were vibrating a little higher than them. You were on a different level with what you were trying to do. These people were doing small stuff, like they were robbing banks and you were actually exchanging stock, you know, kind of thing. Or, you know what I mean? So this would be something like that, where they were using you for something that wasn't even in your ballpark. Like you were out of their league. And so this would be someone coming towards you rather quickly to talk about what they have or don't have. I would not trust people that talk a good game about how much money they have or how much money they're making right now. Like they may come and tell you something like that, but in reality, they're just trying to either take out the competition, which I don't see you as competition, right? But these may be people from the past. And I think that the dark thoughts that you are feeling or you are having is of them trying to apologize and reconcile. And you're thinking about all that crap. Like they actually tried to freaking come and apologize and reconcile with me. And they had the nerve to do that, knowing what that blah, 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 blah. Because it looks like someone's going to come and tell you something about this. They're going to come and like, it's going to be roundabout. Like, oh, you know, so and so, Taurus, let me tell you, you know, like you could be talking about phones and all of a sudden, speaking of phones, I was on the phone and I found out this and that. Or I know this because the King of Pentacles knows what the heck he's talking about. But, but the Knight of Swords is going to convey it in a very, very quick boom, but it's the truth and they're going to deliver it like harsh. The way that they tell it, they're not going to hold back. They're going to tell you like the you know, the gory details. But you're going to think dark thoughts about it because maybe this person has already come to apologize. Maybe this person's already tried to reconcile with you. Maybe there's some parts of the situation you knew about, but it seems as though someone's going to come and tell you another part of it, and it may have to do with finances. And then you're going to be sitting here thinking about it. Like, I know that they did not try to come towards me and use our history as a reason why this, that, and the third. Like a reason why we should come back together or something like that. Letting go with the Strength card and the Tower. Honestly, this is like this. The Spirit is removing these, whoever these people are, from the situation. And so there's like, the hard part about letting go is how strongly you care about people when you do. When you start to open up to somebody, it's hard because you really give it your all. You support them in all ways that you can ever support a person. And so Spirit has to take them away because you would still probably hold on even if they're pulling you back in some regards. Although most Tauruses I know, if they need to cut cords, they're going to cut cords no matter how bad it hurts. I've seen that. I've seen it so many times where they have the tenacity of like a bull for real. Like, you look, I don't care if you're waving the red flag or not. I'm not coming. And they could be rather stubborn about things. Like when they have decided something, they are standing on it, and that's it. But with the letting go, this seems hard to let go of. Even though it's being taken away from you, period. It's difficult to let go. All right, and you have fragmented energy with the Two of Swords and Five of Pentacles. This is about how you're doing this. How you're doing everything. You're dealing with whatever betrayal, because it's not necessarily a super betrayal, because it's like what you just find is that they're doing stupid things like manipulative, because they want your attention, because they want to be able to say Taurus deals with me. I have Taurus over here, and it's like that. It's like you're torn between like, how do I cut like, how am I, like, I want to cut this person off, but how do I go about removing myself in some way? You feel backed into a corner maybe, in many different areas, because this looks like all encompassing, this deception with people, a certain person. It's an all encompassing thing. Like, how much stuff do I have to dismantle of this situation from my life? And so there's a need to be kind of cold and distant, right? But it's difficult to do because it's like you have to be cold and distant in so many different directions. And it's like, good gosh. And so it's hard to let go. And it's hard to move on. But I'm telling you, your sister energy here with the Tower, which is not really sister, I would say your complementary energy, which is Scorpio energy, is helping you along, which you're able to tap into this with this energy. So you're coming with two different energies. You're all over the place, but at the same time, it's hard to be to walk away from things that you really cared about at one point. I think that's what keeps you back into a corner. Like, oh my gosh, like, and now here they come apologizing, and how dare you come now? Now you want to be carefree and happy and you know, whatever. But they're telling you that once you finally like let go of, if you do find some deception, once you finally let go, you will feel a lot lighter. You'll feel more like yourself. And it also looks like you're getting a lot of attention, but I would be very careful about listening to people. So on another note, I would be very careful about listening to people, especially if they're coming to you talking about how much money they have or how much money they want to make, or that they want to work with you on something. If they're trying to flatter you in any way, side eye them. because they're telling you the truth. So it would be easy to just jump past your defenses. Not that you're very defensive, but the Empress knows when it's foolishness and when it's not, and you do. But these people are going to be very skilled at getting past that, bypassing that. So I would be very cautious about people who are like, "Oh, Taurus, you're so awesome and you're so great." But anyway, like I said, you have Taurus, you have Libra, okay, you have Scorpio, and you have Leo. Doesn't have to be those signs, but they could also be in your chart. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.